All right. So today what we're going to be talking about is how to solve absolute value equations. Now, if you remember from earlier in the year, we would solve equations like what is the absolute value of 8, okay? And we would find that it would be 8, or the absolute value of -8 would be 8, okay? So we could say that if we were to put a number in here, any absolute value in for this x, we would get answers of -8 and 8. Because if we substitute -8 in for x, we would get 8. If we would put 8 in for x, we would also get 8. All right. So today what we're going to talk about is how to solve these equations, um, or solve equations using these absolute values. All right, so when we're given an equation, the absolute value of x minus 2 equals 5, we are actually going to need to solve two different equations while doing this. We're going to do x minus 2 equals 5, but we're also going to do x minus 2 equals -5. Now the reason we're doing this is that according to one of our rules that we have, and you can find this in the book, is it says to solve an equation in the form the absolute value equals b, we need to solve it with a equaling positive b and a equaling negative b, okay? So we're going to need to solve it twice. So this is a fairly simple one to solve, so I'm going to add 2 to both sides, add 2, and I'm going to find x is equal to 7. Now on this one I'm going to add 2 again, add 2 again. Okay, so then x is going to equal -3. So my answer to this problem is both 7 and -3. All right. Now absolute values work a lot like parentheses. So you always want to solve what's in there first before you start switching things around. So for example, if I have this particular problem, what I'm actually going to want to do is move this 5 over prior to solving my equation. So I would have the absolute value of 2x minus 7 equals 9. All right. And the reason so what we're going to do is we're going to solve it the same way in the two different ways. We're going to do 2x minus 7 equals positive 9, and 2x minus 7 equals -9. Okay, so I'm going to add 7 to both sides. So I'm going to get 2x equals 9 plus 7, which is 16. So my x is going to equal 8. All right, add 7 to both sides. So I'm going to have 2x equals -2, because -9 plus 7 is -2. Divide both sides by 2, so x is going to equal -1. All right, so this is all I have for you today. Make sure that you understand with absolute values, you have to solve the equation twice, once with the answer being positive and once with it being negative.